Alright, my name's Merlin Fink. I'm a trapper here in Timmins. I see a lot of videos now on YouTube on trapping. I figured I'd make one to show you how I trap. This is the primary machine that I use, Polaris X2. I built an extender rack for it, bought a gun boot for it, smashed the windshield last weekend. This is pretty well the workhorse of my trap line. I run a lot of cut roads, old bush roads, trapping marten and wolves and lynx. Front of the bike, it's got a bucket, hammer, nails, machete, two different sizes of traps, setters, a little bit of scent, homemade chainsaw press. With the rack extender I got all kinds of room for traps. This is a bag for my snares, my wolf snares, my fox snares, my lynx snares, spare pair of gloves, heavy gauge wire, meat bucket, and then my personal pack sack with first aid kit and big game bags if we're hunting, thermos full of coffee, Fisker axe, and helmet. This is the, like I say, the workhorse of the trap line. Secondary bike is a Yamaha Kodiak. Always good to go in pairs just in case something happens to the first one. Alright, well, we're going to go run some sets and we'll turn the camera on and off as we go through our sets. Alright. So we're here at where I pulled that mink set I'm at in the box right here. You'll see some of mine are on a running pole. Those are my preferred sets, but they just take a long time to set up. So today I'm being lazy. I'm just hammering it to a tree vertical. The reason why I like these Savajo traps is for the safety swings on like a Belle Isle. Belle Isles are good. It's whatever your personal preference is. Actually, I'll probably be switching to Belle Isle because these guys are getting a little pricey. But the reason why I like these is you're in here, the trap is off, and you leave your trap setters way over there. So what I like to do is I can squeeze the spring down and I can manipulate the trap in order to get the dog on for the safety of the spring. These are kind of the traps that I grew up using. So it's just what I'm used to. Nothing against Belle Isles, because like I say, I'll probably be switching. The price point of these things, it's just getting
pricey.
Fix the trigger up here. I love the trigger on the Savajo with the 4-wire. Mind you, the animals can still get in and get the meat and get out. Safety here someplace. Every trap I set I use a safety on. It's not a manliness competition. It's I like to keep my fingers right where they are competition. I watched my brother last week, which was very, very funny. He caught himself twice within an hour and a half. The first time was just his thumb that was in the trap. The second time his thumb was on this side and his forefinger was in, or his pointer finger was caught on this side. It was quite comical. With these traps you do have to watch the dog so that your springs don't stay on. I always put the trigger side in, and I usually put it to whichever way the animal's going to come in. So in this case I'm putting it against the tree. Wire for the largest catch. I already hit the tree with a bit of scent, and that's it. We'll see you at the next set. Here we go, we got a chicken in front of us here, sprucey hen. And we got the 410-22. See if we can clip a bird here. Oh, and not so close. bad shot, bad shot. So here's one of these sets that I was describing, where we got a Martin box. Not quite on a running pole set, but my son and his uncle rigged this one up. As you can see, I don't know if you can, maybe I'll zoom in here. You can see there's a snare right there, and she's knocked down. Oftentimes lynx will come over and they'll circle underneath your box. I don't know if that's what happened here or not, but till the next set. You found it? I just like videotaping. The party hat box here. We just did the loop. Nothing real exciting. Put in a few traps. We bent up a bunch of tin. My brother was calling them party hats. Still got the meat. Give her a little spritz. Scent here, and that's it. Just should be able to see the pond just through the trees here. Just checked another otter set I had. Nothing seems to be moving the last couple of days. I've picked up one rat in the last week or so. Anyways, till the next set. And this, YouTubers, is the favorite spot on my trap line. As you can see, it's quite a hill down. There's a nice little lake here. The old trapper's cabin used to be at the end of this lake. It was right down, right in that area over there.
Are you sure those aren't seagulls?
They're not seagulls this far from town. On the other side of this ridge, it goes down just like this again, and it goes down to a marsh. If you look at the far shoreline there, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can see green trees, and right behind it you can see all the burnt trees. Forest fire just ravaged it. Down where the old camp is, it's all burnt. Anyways, till we start running sets again. As you can see, most of my trap line has been burnt. We had a forest fire in 2012. Destroyed most of my trap line. I got an old beaver pond coming up here. I got a mink box beside the culvert. We'll take a drive up and check it. I'm going to pull it and move it over to my Martin line. Moose track's right there, right beside you.
That's probably the moose I was talking about.
Which is kind of funny because if you look just up the road, there's a camp there. And I just ran into the two people that I know that are camping there. I don't know if you can see they're fairly fresh. I walked up to here. Oh, I kept going. Huh. Anyways, I don't have a moose tag. I didn't buy a calf license this year. Ontario's kind of stingy with their moose tags. This was an old beaver pond here. Some fellow hunters asked me to remove the beaver. They were worried it was going to wash out the road. You can see the beaver house over there. Last week or so. Anything in the mink box there, Sonny boy? We're going to pull it. The mink box right here beside the culvert. Been sitting here for a week and a half. I'm going to move it over to my Martin line. This spot here is kind of out of the way, so move her over and See if we can't get it to produce. See you at the next set. Alright, my name's Merlin Fink. I'm a trapper here in Timmins. I see a lot of videos now on YouTube on trapping. I figured I'd make one to show you how I trap. This is the primary machine that I use, Polaris X2. I built an extender rack for it, bought a gun boot for it, smashed the windshield last weekend. This is pretty well the workhorse of my trap line. I run a lot of cut roads, old bush roads, trapping marten and wolves and lynx. Front of the bike, it's got a bucket, hammer, nails, machete, two different sizes of traps, setters, a little bit of scent, homemade chainsaw press. With the rack extender I got all kinds of room for traps. This is a bag for my snares, my wolf snares, my fox snares, my lynx snares, spare pair of gloves, heavy gauge wire, meat bucket, and then my personal pack sack with first aid kit and big game bags if we're hunting. Thermos full of coffee, Fisker axe, and helmet. This is the, like I say, the workhorse of the trap line. Secondary bike is a Yamaha Kodiak. Always good to go in pairs just in case something happens to the first one. Alright, well, we're going to go run some sets and we'll turn the camera on and off as we go through our sets. Alright.